And the Hokies will get us started with the opening kickoff. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. So Old Dominion's offense will get the football first. And last week, you want to talk about a guy using every tool in the bag from the running back position. David, this guy did it.
He was a monster. And I think when you turned on the tape this week, you saw it, man. So many different ways he could hurt you, and he could be a focal point of this offense. The defense, they know well and good of what happened last week. And their first objective this week, Palmer, is to stop that dude.
Yeah, they know the entire offense goes through him. All week long, they've been stressing tackling, staying in your gaps, waiting at the point of attack, getting as many hats to the football as humanly possible, because you can't shut this guy down. You can only hope to contain him, but what a challenge this defense faces today.
And the Monarchs want to crank the tempo.
When offenses get first downs like this and they move the sticks and they get some momentum, look at what they do. They put their foot on the gas, run this no huddle, get to the line of scrimmage, and try to capitalize.
They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. I don't think he was the primary receiver on that play, David, but a very productive pickup on first down.
And these tight ends are so good at understanding zones and where to sit down. And listen, it's not the huge gain down the field, but it's always death by 1,000 cuts, small gains, break tackles, and continue to move the sticks.
They'll run it out of the shotgun. He fought him off for a while, but that's what they mean by gang tackling. The Monarchs now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. They'll keep it on the ground. This freshman makes the stop after a short gain. It'll be 3rd and long. Looking to throw, and he needs a bunch. Oh, he dropped it, and what a missed opportunity early in this football game. It's 4th down, and they'll try the field goal. This is going to have to be unleashed from 54 yards out. And that is no good. And after the miss, guys, the score stays right where it is. So Virginia Tech's offense will have its first possession of the game. Every team has impact players. What traits are you looking for when it comes to players who can make an impact, David?
Well, obviously, you want the main things, right? Speed, physicality, all power. All those things are really, really good. But you also need guys that will hold people accountable, guys that will lead. And it's nice to have those guys on your team. They're the leaders of the team, and they're the best players.
And part of the reason why they're leaders is because these guys galvanize their teammates, right? We've seen time and time again, these dudes make plays, and it just sparks the sideline. It sparks the coaching staff. It sparks the fans. They're special players, and they all have to play well today.
He puts a lot of air under it down the sideline. Oh, he can't hang on to the football. A big play sitting right there for the taking, and they can't get it done early in this one. They punt it away on 4th down. They'll put that return to a stop at the 33, but the offense set up in pretty good field position. Wants to throw on 1st down. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball. 4 wide out set, 2 on either side on 2nd and 10. Wants to go up top. Makes the grab. Stopped at the 44, but he got 10 on the play. And the Monarchs want to pick up the tempo.
And after that long completion for the first down, did you see everybody sprinting to the line of scrimmage offensively? They want to go tempo right now.
Rush is on him. Incomplete. And man, is he lucky to get that one back. Defense that close to an interception. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. So now it's 2nd and long. Pulls it and fires to the left.
And this offense gets nothing done on that play, but look at them. They're continuing to run this tempo. They want to try to do something to get a spark going to create a big play.
Looking for a huge play. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. The Monarchs will try to pin them back with the punt. Getting our first look of the afternoon at the punter. Signal goes into the air, and he makes the fair catch at the 10. And we're about to get another look at this Hokie offense. Looking downfield, it's Drones. Here's the pressure. Just gets rid of it before the heat.
Quarterbacks talk about it all the time. They love the clean pocket where they can step up, throw the football. That is not what they had. Nice job by the defense, beating the offensive line, disrupting the timing, and getting a nice clean hit on the quarterback.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
They'll try to get it through the air. Grab near the sticks. It's Heath. He steps out of bounds, but he's got a first down on the play. The Hokies come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Off play action on first down. Looking to the big tight end. A strike downfield. And the big gain, and they've got it on the 46.
Well, it's a nice-looking throw right there, and I'll tell you what, for Hokie quarterbacks in the past, it's not all about just hurting you with their legs. Michael Vick could kill you throwing the football. Tyrod Taylor could do it. How about this name? Jim Druckenmiller. You could just see him right now dotting an 18-yard dig route. That's a nice-looking throw. That gives me some Druckenmiller vibes, Pollard.
And they're able to shove him to the turf as they stop him for a short gain. Off the play fake. Fires to the wideout. They are on the move down to the 32, and they pick up another first down. Pass completion moves the sticks in. Let's see if they try it again. Looking to throw on first down. Might be looking to run. And he gets it just beyond the line of scrimmage before he gets down. What will they dial up on second and a long way to go? The run from the shotgun. Dropped after a pickup of 3 down to the 26. And the Hokies line up trying to move the sticks on third and short. Looking for a man. It's Drones. Pulls it in. They'll make the stop about a yard short of the first down. Here comes the field goal unit as they'll try to take the 3. The holder's going to line it up right at the 30. This will be a 40-yard field goal attempt. Splits the uprights right down the middle. And the first points of the day come on that field goal.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. ODU ready to send the offense back onto the field. They're going to need to get something started, finding themselves in a 3-0 hole.
And that's what I love about the QB run game in this offense is it just keeps these defenses off balance. We're going to see a lot of running backs doing their work between the tackles in this game as well. But you see how mixing in the quarterback run, too, it just keeps this defense so confused.
And they'll get it to the 39-yard line, and they'll move the chains. And the Monarchs headed quickly to the line.
Great job by the offense, understanding where the sticks are. And look, they got the first down, and they're like, all right, let's crank this tempo up now. We got first down. Let's go fast.
After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8.
And that wasn't a big gain, but look at the offense. Right back on the ball, ready to call a play, ready to go fast.
Got his man on the right. Put it right on him. Sweet play, good pickup, and they'll move the chains with the first down. The Monarchs are flying down the field.
And I don't know if this defense knows what just hit them because they gave up the completion, they gave up a first down, and now here's the offense back up at the line of scrimmage again, going tempo.
You know, as a defense, you kind of want to force the give on the RPO. You want them to run the football, and you could tell maybe the quarterback wishes he pulled this. Small gain, but some information you gathered maybe for the next time you get to run an RPO.
He makes a catch. Good execution. They move the sticks, and they've got it at the 33. He unleashed that one, some serious spin rate, some revolutions on that one.
You want to talk about velocity? How about the arm talent this kid has? I love watching him throw these curl routes. He's in rhythm, he takes his steps, and man, when he decides to pull the trigger, watch out.
The offense has a little bit of success on the ground, and they're up. Look at them. They're ready to go again, back on the line of scrimmage, ready to run another play.
Finds his man. It's Brown. He was running through tackles and picked up the first down and finally got knocked down. From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it. They'll go right back to him. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. On 3rd and long, no secret what he needs here. Got it! Works his way to the 4-yard line, and they'll have it 1st and goal. And the Monarchs started this drive, backed up in their own end, and now they've moved into position to score. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. After getting nothing done on 1st down, 2nd and goal from the 6. Had the pick in his hands and couldn't hang on, and you just won't see that from him very often. It'll be 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. Quarterback now on the run, still looking. He's not going to make it. What a job by this defense to stop him in his tracks. Here comes the field goal unit as they'll try to get the 3. Splits the uprights. Good. And that's going to give us a tie ball game.
And listen, y'all know in the booth and everywhere how I feel about kickers. Don't always love leaving it on their foot, so to speak, but nice job executing. He keeps doing stuff like that. I'll keep trotting him out there.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. There to make the tackle, and that's how we'll wrap up this first period. It's been punch, counter-punch throughout the early part of this game as we take a look at the first quarter stats. They fought to a standstill in the first. Let's see who gets the edge early in the second. They've got a 1st down here to open the period. Gonna run it. It's Hawkins. Maybe picked up a couple. He's down at the 24. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. Dropping back, it's Drones. He's got him. Oh, spins away. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they get it out to the 36. Motion from the wide receiver. Quarterback run is part of their game plan. Got the 1st down and more. Racing to the right. The tag. Touchdown, Virginia Tech. And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing.
This quarterback is so unique and he's so special because of his running ability, his wiggle, his speed, and his burst in the open field. He's like a running back playing the quarterback position, and he shows you that on that play.
PAT unit on the field. And they knocked through the extra point for the 10-3 lead. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
All right, guys, a little update on what else is happening in college football this weekend. Michigan has the lead right now, but it hasn't come easy for the folks in Ann Arbor. They're in a tight one. They're up by 7 over Central Michigan. We've got our eye on this one and everything else going on throughout the day. Guys?
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. And they don't drag him down until he gets all the way to the 46-yard line.
And as soon as the receiver caught the ball, you saw the quarterback start communicating to his teammates what the next play was going to be because they're now changing the tempo and going fast.
To the air on 1st down. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces second down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Here's the handoff. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. Trying to move the sticks on third down through the air. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers. The Monarchs will line up to punt it away. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Able to keep them from getting a return, and the ball goes out of bounds. They're going to mark it right around the 20. And Virginia Tech sends the offense onto the field. Took the last drive in for a touchdown. They'll try to do it again on the... Oh, he's got some space. Running through contact. Across the 35, out of bounds at the 36, and a really good pickup as they're starting to move. Off the play fake on first down to throw. And it just squirted through his hands. He wanted to take off and got too anxious. Plenty of work to do here on second and long. Looking for space, it's Bennett. And this one will be stopped for no gain. They've got to come up with a big play on this third and long. Looking to throw, it's Drones. Unloads to the wideout. Got it on the outside, it's Keith. He's going to be out of bounds, but not before he gets it to midfield. Wide receiver comes in motion. The play action fake. Caught behind the line, it's Hawkins. Runs through a tackle. Didn't pick up a lot there, moved it forward just a few. Still some work to do after that last completion at second down. Back to pass. Right down the middle. He's got an open man. Finally brought down at the 31. It's a pickup of 15 yards on the play, and they've got a first down. Wants to go up top on first down. Finds his man. It's Green. And a nice grab with a defender right on him, and he's down at the 20. From the gun, he leaves it with the back. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play. The Hokies with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. There to stop him after a pickup of 1 to the... Let's see what they've dialed up on third and long from the 22. From the gun, wants to pass. Steps away to find some room. Great job by this savvy senior to know when he just needs to move the sticks with his feet. They'll run it on first and goal. He pushes his way down to the floor as they get closer and closer. We'll see if the offense can punch it in on second and goal. Motion from the wideout. Gonna swing it on second down. The screen, he can go. And he motors into the end zone. Touchdown, Hokies. Timely decisions, effective play management helps them get in the end zone after that marathon drive.
And every time the offense needed a play, boom, they got it. I mean, you think about it. Whether it was a small run, small pass, whatever they needed, they got it done, and they popped it in for the score.
Getting set for the point after. And the extra point pushes the lead to 14. They put it in the end zone with a 12-play scoring drive. And they cap the drive with a 4-yard touchdown pass. On the move from inside his 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Old Dominion has the ball back. The Monarchs will send the offense onto the field. Looking to throw on first down. This is when the pressure can ramp up a little bit on an offense, David, when they start feeling the heat to answer a score.
And I think being down 14, you can kind of feel that way. But, dude, if you put a good drive together, this is a 7-point game, so Palmer, no need to panic.
I was just going to say, David, I mean, this thing can flip quick. You go down, score, all of a sudden your defense gets a stop, or who knows, better yet, gets a turnover. This game is entirely different.
And the Monarchs racing to the line in the hurry-up. Using his legs, it's Roach. Good job running tough and behind his pads as he gets up to the 38-yard line. Will they keep it on the ground again here on third down? Quarterback on the keeper. And they did not let him reach the line to gain. It'll bring up a decision here. The Monarchs will punt it away on fourth down. Here's the return. And the punt team able to sling him to the ground. And we're about to get another look at this Hokie offense. This has been exactly the way you draw things up, David. The offense has really been moving the football.
And it's been great execution. They've done exactly what they've wanted to do. Build the lead. Now Palmer's a different animal. Now you got to protect it.
You can tell they were paying attention in practice this week in the film room because they have gone out, everybody right now on the same page.
Trying to set up the screen. And he won't quite get there, but boy, after that pickup, just a few inches to go for the first. An array of possibilities here. They'll try to sneak it.
And David, on 3rd and inches right there, that's often a decision the quarterback predetermines. Who's my best guard? That's the guy I'm going to try to get behind.
And I know that defensively too, but I'm just trying to dive and create a pile, but it's so hard to stop that play. That's why you see it ran so successfully.
Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. He'll keep it himself. Runs through the tackle. They can rely on this guy to pick up solid yardage when they need it, and he's out to the 43. To throw, it's Drones. Makes the grab. He's got enough to move the chains, and they'll spot it at the 47. We're at the 2-minute timeout. They've built a big lead, and they'll try to pile on a little more before the break. Looking downfield on 1st down. Grabbed in the middle. It's Heath. At the 20, he's got space. And he strides his way into the end zone. Touchdown, Virginia Tech. No step back in week 3. They have been sharp as they extend the lead.
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, he hits you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy. The connection between quarterback, wide receiver, you can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
And the extra point is true, and the lead balloons to 21. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. From a couple of yards deep, he'll bring it out. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. They'll come out on this drive and let it rip. And the pressure gets him back at the 8-yard line.
And how about the inside linebacker flying through there? You see those guys come up, and you see how fast they can come up and fit the run. But how about blitzing the quarterback, getting to the quarterback, getting the big sack?
And the Monarchs have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. The short hands, it's Thomas. He'll be guided out of bounds at the 17, and a productive play there. Now facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Fires it beautifully in on the crosser. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Wants to throw on 1st down. Oh, they're after him. And the pressure gets there. And down he goes at the 18.
I know it's early in this game, but, man, this defense has had their number. They've done a great job, already built a huge lead, now getting this offense in a situation where they got to pass the football, and they better protect their quarterback better than they are right now.
The Monarchs trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Off play action. Fires to the middle. And that's going to fall to the ground incomplete. That was a physical matchup there. Third down coming. Looking to throw, and he needs a chunk play. Grab behind the line. It's Jones. He's not going to get to the sticks, and the screen comes up a little short. It'll be fourth down. Timeout called here by the defense. It's their first of the half. Punt is on its way. He was working his way on the return toward midfield. They'll stop him at the 46. Back to throw. It's Drones. Snagged in the middle. It's Bennett. They make the stop, but he'll have enough yardage for a first down. The offense will stop the clock and use one of its timeouts. It's 1st and 10. They've moved it to the 41. The give to the back. Turning it on. Get it down to the 28-yard line. It is a first down, and they have to show some urgency here. Looking to throw on first down. With the catch, it's Selden. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. The offense calls a timeout to stop the clock. Just a few seconds to go here in the first half, and they'll send out the field goal team. It's good. He hit that one right down the middle. And that lead grows even bigger. We played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Fellas, you've been calling a great one today from there in Blacksburg. And this linebacker has left his big old paw prints all over this first half. He's been clogging running lanes and forcing turnovers, and even when he's not doing something that shows up on the stat sheet, he's preventing that offense from doing so. A young man with all-American potential. And with that, let's send it back to one of the best home field advantages in football, Lane Stadium.
And the Monarchs will kick it away to start the second half. And he takes this from inside the 5. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. And Virginia Tech sends the offense onto the field. Let's see if they can keep that first half momentum rolling. Grabbed in the backfield. It's Heath. And he tried to string out that run, but there was nowhere to turn it upfield, and he's forced out of bounds for a loss. To the air, it's Drones. Makes the grab. He almost picked up the first down on that one, but he'll be just a little bit short. Trying play action. Good quickness to grab it off the bounce. Just couldn't find any room, and he wound up throwing it in reverse. They lost yardage. The kick is on its way. Wants to bring it back. That's a perfect example of not settling for a fair catch. Pick up whatever yardage you can and help out the offense. He'll do it himself. Sweet cut there. And I think they'll give him 2 on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up. Tried to pound it on first down. Now back to the line. They'll go to work in the air on 2nd down. That's caught. It's Brown. They make the stop, but there is a flag on the field. We'll see what that's all about.
Hold
Just an obvious holding call there, and one that just kills an offense's momentum. Reads it, fires complete. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to turn one loose downfield. Got him downfield. Turning on the Jets. And he ran away from the defense to take it in. Touchdown, Monarchs.
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. And listen, a lot of times touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
They'll line up to go for 2. He'll set up to throw. Using the back as a receiver on the screen. And they get him, and they'll lose yardage on that completion. He'll start the return inside his 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. And we're about to get another look at this Hokie offense. Here's another opportunity, Jesse, to stretch out this lead after punting last time. He's going to let one fly down the middle. It's caught. And that one looked as if it might go all the way, but they picked up more than 40 yards before the touchdown-saving tackle. And that one is why offenses are hungry for big, big plays. They've got it 1st and 10, threatening inside the 30. Use the play fake, now to throw. Catch in the middle, it's Green. Got some room, entered to the goal line. Touchdown, Hokies! And the route is on. This dude is just running amok for the Hokies, both through the air and on the ground.
He's just doing some serious damage. And whether it's running, whether it's throwing, this guy has been on point, making you think of some great names like Mike Vick back in the day that just electrified Virginia Tech fans.
Lining up for the PAT. And the extra point will tack another one onto this lead. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Boys, if it's happening in college football, we've got eyes on it. Check this out. Nevada is in front. They've responded well to all the off-the-field chatter this week, but they still have to finish the job, and that is no sure thing right now. They're up by 4 over Middle Tennessee. We'll circle back. If anything big happens, you should know about it.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. Building momentum, picking up a chunk of yardage, moving the chains out to the 34. To the air on 1st down. Got it behind the line. It's Roach. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. They'll send the tight end in motion. They'll run play action. Got it in the middle, it's Butler. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the 1st down. The Monarchs come to the line with a new set of downs. Direct snap. Got enough for the 1st, and he's still going. And excellent vision to find running room there and make a really good pickup before the defense put a stop to it. Off the play fake on 1st down to throw. Snagged out of the air. Brought down at the 25-yard line. Give him 15 yards on the pickup, and this offense is threatening. Wants to go up top on 1st down. That's reeled in. It's James. Now the connection takes it to the 11. And the Monarchs, once backed up in the shadow of their own goalpost, have put quite a drive together. Looking for room. It's Roach. Fights off a defender. He bullies his way all the way down to the 5-yard line. Operating in the red zone here on 2nd down. Leaves it with the running back. This time the defense was ready, and they stop him in his tracks. Not a lot of ground to cover and not much to defend. A big 3rd down in the red zone. They'll try to bully their way for the first. This might depend on the spot, but I think he's going to come up just inches short of converting that 3rd down. Now on 4th down, they'll send out the field goal unit. Good, right down the boulevard. Are forced to settle for 3.
And I'll be honest, I don't love the call. On 4th and that short, I want to go for it. But you trust your kicker, he does his job, and he puts 3 on the board.
He'll bring it out. It's Heath. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. And Virginia Tech sends the offense onto the field. They go to the ground. Plows through the defense. Running hard and getting 6 yards out to the 26. And the Hokies can really attack on this 2nd and short. To the air, it's Drones. Floats it out in space. Looking for room at the 40. Really nice pickup there as they have it out to the 44 with a 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. On the option, it's Drones. And he probably should have left that one with the back, as he is just smashed in the backfield. Running back searching for a hole. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain. A chance to sort of put the defense on its heels if you convert a 3rd and long. This one from the 44. From the gun, wants to pass. That'll get the job done and move the chains, and they'll mark the ball at the 45. The Hokies are on the move. Off the play fake on 1st down. Zings it complete to the right. He's all the way down to the 27-yard line, and they are threatening. Got it done in the passing game on the last play. Let's see what they do on 1st down. Caught over the middle. It's Green. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the 1st down. And the Hokies can play this 2nd down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Looking to fire. Got a man. It's Bennett. He gets it all the way down to the 5-yard line. A terrific catch and run before he stopped. And talk about spreading the ball around. Everyone getting a chance to show off the hands based on the number of targets we've seen. One more quarter to play, and it might be unlikely, but hey, it's college football. In the end zone here. A 1st down run on the doorstep. He's going for the goal line. And to the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Virginia Tech. They tack a little more onto this lead, and they're on their way to a 3-0 start. Follow the blockers. The offensive line will take you to the hallelujah land.
And I tell you what, most of the time, Reese, it requires a little bit of skill to find that hole and, slither through a little crack. That was not a crack. That was wide open. Didn't take a lot of vision because the blocking was outstanding.
And the extra point was good as they finished the drive. On the run from inside his own 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. ODU ready to send the offense back onto the field. They had to settle for the chip shot field goal last time, Jesse. They'd love for this one to pay off bigger.
Yeah, it just comes down to execution, too. Did a nice job out in the field, stalled a little bit once they got down to the goal line, so they just need to be a little bit more crisp here, David.
Yeah, and listen, I think the first part was the most important part. You got to put the drive together first to get down there. Now, when we get down there, focus on execution and getting 6 points.
On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. And he is snowed under. Sacked at the 7.
Man, how about this offense, man? It's been a rough day. You're getting beat down. You're trying to find some kind of momentum late in the game to build something off of, and you give up another sack.
The Monarchs will send out the punt unit. 3 and out and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. Another punt on the way. Got to make sure those hammies and glutes all activated. Don't want any muscle pulls from overuse. And good work by the coverage team to knock down the return man. They'll try to pop the draw. They'll rip off 8 on that play. It's 2nd and 2. The Hokies with myriad options after that big pickup on 1st down. Rides to the back. Brought down after a good pickup, and they're in the red zone at the 20. They've come out with answers on this possession, and now another 1st down. Give to the back. There he goes. He'll get that one all the way down to the 4-yard line before he stopped. And the Hokies trying to get a touchdown on 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. He works his way all the way down to the 3, and the defense is reeling. Now the offense tries to punch it in on 2nd and goal. Tries again to get it in. Going right back to the well, and this time he finds water. Gets it into the end zone for the touchdown. That lead's a little more comfortable now as they close in on a victory here in week 3.
And this always is the debate of where you fall. It's your job to stop me, or I should get conservative, because this offense obviously has had themselves a day, and apparently their day's not over. They're going to continue to keep scoring, and the defense better do something about it.
And he makes the extra point. Kickoff unit back to work, and they have been busy as they've built this sizable lead. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Old Dominion has the ball back. The Monarchs will send the offense onto the field. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, and hoping for better fortune this time around. Great penetration by this defense, and they knock him down behind the line. A loss of 1. 2nd down, they'll go to the air. Makes the grab. It's Brown. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that 1st down marker.
At the 30-yard line, it's 3rd down.
Shotgun snap, wants to throw it on 3rd. Grab near the marker, it's Jones. He steps out of bounds, but it will be enough for a 1st down. And the Monarchs come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Looking to throw on 1st down. Pulls it in, it's Thomas. Quick throw, but he's not going anywhere. The defense was all over him. Tight end now in motion. He leaves it with his back. Breaks into the open. What a cut, now he's loose. He's at the 10. Touchdown, ODU. Once he got a step, it was all over, right to the house.
Well, it's good to finally see this offense have a little bit of success, because that has not been the case in this game. Nothing has gone their way. They keep shooting themselves in the foot. You know, guys, coaches are always trying to find things to build on, and this is at least something late in this game, scoring that touchdown that hopefully helps build their confidence the next time they take the field.
On to attempt the try. Splits the uprights. They put together a 5-play, 75-yard drive. They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. And we're about to get another look at this Hokie offense. This offense has really been clicking in the game so far, Jesse.
No doubt. Everything their play caller is dialing up, these guys offensively have been able to go out and execute, David.
Yeah, and it's just maintaining the lead. Keep doing what you've been doing. You got a big lead. Let's just keep piling it on until they find an answer.
Able to work it to the 39-yard line, and that'll be a first down. Bunch formation for these receivers. They'll go to the ground. We'll give him a couple on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up. Got a little work done on first down. Now back to the line. He'll pull it on the read. Gets it past the first down marker and still running. And he's brought down after a nice gain. The Hokies are rolling down the field. From the gun, the running back tries to hit the hole.
And here's the mindset if you're on offense. 4th quarter, you've got a huge lead. Obviously, you're going to run the football, but just be aware of the clock. You don't want to snap it too quickly. You're probably just doing safe runs inside the tackles like you saw right there. You just got to execute. You got to be aware, but you've got this game in hand so long as you don't turn it over.
And he'll step out of bounds after a very productive play. Ball just inside the 40 at the 39. It's 3rd and short. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a 4th down. And they're running out the kicker to give it a try. And he missed it. No good. They blow the field goal. Something finally goes wrong.
And sometimes I just feel like 4th down, man, just go for it every time. Like the field goal miss-make rate. And listen, kickers have improved the last couple of years, but you left some points off the scoreboard there.
ODU ready to send the offense back onto the field. There wasn't much need to throw it around on that last drive for the touchdown, Jesse. They got it done running the ball.
And David, I don't think you have to overthink this thing. If they can't stop you running it, why would you stop handing it off? Just keep at it here on this drive.
Well, and if I'm the defense, I'm making some changes. I'm bringing in more big bodies. I'm playing more aggressive towards the line of scrimmage. I am not going to let them have that kind of drive again.
From the 47-yard line on 1st and 10. Looking downfield on first down. Makes the grab.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly, and that's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm right now.
The Monarchs come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep the drive moving. He'll throw on 3rd down. Caught close to the marker. It's Brown. 3rd down conversions are huge, and they've got one, and they're at the 35.
And that's good enough for 1st down.
Give to the running back. The 2-minute timeout arrives, and we have certainly seen miracles in college football, and they will certainly need one here. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Looking for a physical attack from the gun. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. It'll be 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Throws to the wideout. He's got it on the run. Gets out of bounds after the big game, but they've got it 1st and goal. Wants to go up top. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf. Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. Got a man. That throw and catch gets them down to the 6, and the defense is running out of answers. Trying to get it done with the run here on 3rd and goal. Touchdown, Old Dominion. And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
And a nice touchdown, continuing to fight, continuing to play. This one, it's pretty much over. Down multiple possessions this late in the football game. It would take a miracle, but nice job by this offense continuing to fight, push the ball down the field, make plays.
Now they'll line up for what they hope is automatic. And it's perfect. So that's a 60-yard touchdown drive. Now to make sure this kickoff team covers it well to not give back that last score. And he'll bring it back. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. A little bit backed up to start this drive from their own 18-yard line. Looking for space, it's Hawkins. And a pickup of 8 opens a world of opportunities on 2nd and 2. And the Hokies with myriad options after that big pickup on 1st down. Quarterback on the keeper. Shakes off the defender. And that is how we will wrap this one up. Oh, that was a pretty rough showing there by this team. Just couldn't find a way to get things going and come up with the win.
Just got outplayed, Reese. There were moments in this game. There were plays to be had and plays to be made. At the end of the day, they just did not execute well enough in any of the 3 phases on any side of the football. So, David, moving forward, a lot to take away from this game as they try to improve.
A lot to take away and a lot to learn from. I mean, losses definitely hurt. They sting, but a lot of times most teams refocus and they get a sense of urgency now that they got a loss in that column. So watch the tape, watch what you need to improve on, and go attack it in practice.
That's going to do it from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and you've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football. Aloha from Honolulu and home of the Hawaii Rainbow Warriors. As we'll see a squad from the Mountain West, the New Mexico Lobos, taking on another team from the Mountain West, the Hawaii Rainbow Warriors. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Time to get this game started. The Lobos will kick it away to start us off. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. The Rainbow Warriors offense will have the football first. Time for an early look at one of our Heisman Trophy candidates, and while this award certainly caters to quarterbacks many times, Jesse, this guy's proving to be worth all the attention.
Yeah, he's delivering. And remember, David, there was a lot of preseason hype around this guy each and every week. This dude has been making big-time plays. To me, he looks much improved from a season ago, and he's got this offense rolling.
Yeah, and the quarterbacks touch the ball every play. Their stats are good. Rushing stats count. Touchdowns, obviously. So it gets inflated. But if he can keep this consistency, it's still early in the season. He's a guy that the numbers are looking really good, and that Heisman talk's going to get louder and louder.
Here's the snap, ready to cut one loose. That was an eyelash away from being picked off, and that is not the way to set the tone with a near pick on your opening drive. Second down, he'll throw it. Fires to the tight end. Across the 25, he's got room. They corral him out of bounds, mark it down at the 38, and this offense might have something going.
Well, Reese, you and I were talking about this before the game. How is this defense going to be able to deal with all the speed they have offensively? You saw them just rip off a big play.
And, Jesse, now their head's spinning just a little bit. Give up a big chunk play, and it's right back at him. Using his legs to buy some time. On the run, and he'll slide to avoid the big hit. And the Rainbow Warriors in a good spot here with second and short. Wants to go up top. Pressure coming. Man, did he pay for it with that hit as he got rid of the ball. This defense will try to force a fourth down on third and short from the 45. They'll try to get the first through the air. Looking deep down the right side. Hits him in stride at the 10. And the tackle was made, but there has been a flag thrown.
Hold on.
A costly penalty wipes out that third down conversion, and now they'll back up and try it again. On third and long, you'll need to push it downfield. And they can't hook up on the big play, and that brings up a fourth down. The Rainbow Warriors will punt this one away. This will be their first punt of the afternoon. Just needs a crack to get a return. And the punt team able to smack him to the ground. So New Mexico's offense will try to get something started with their first possession. And, David, they've got a receiver that if he is able to command some extra attention, it could really help get this offense going.
Nah, and you need that playmaker out wide. That guy makes the whole thing go, right? Having a guy, if you want to play man-to-man coverage, he's going to beat you. And he's shown the ability to do that sometimes for this offense. And he's a guy that has the defense's attention.
Yeah, I don't think this guy's winning the Biletnikoff Award necessarily, but you're right, David. When he's one-on-one, he should be able to win those matchups. And based on how he's played this season, this quarterback should feel really good and really confident when he throws his way.
Throws to the tight end. And the third down pass is incomplete. And the Lobos send out the punt unit. No return coming here as he signals for the fair catch and makes it right around the 30-yard line. Hawaii ready to go back to work on offense. They just didn't quite find the rhythm on that last drive, Jesse. They had to punt it.
I think they got to be more physical, David. I think up front they got to do a better job getting blocks and establishing this running game.
And how easy does football become if you're the more physical team? If you can threaten the run and then run play action, it opens up the whole offense at your disposal.
And the Rainbow Warriors come to the line on 3rd and short, trying to keep the drive alive. He'll keep it himself. They got 0 push up front, and they stopped him in the backfield. And here comes the punt team. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. They'll get down and put a stop to the return at about the 28-yard line. Let's see what this offense has dialed up this time. They'll start this drive with a pass. Quick completion on the out. They'll spot the ball at the 34 as he goes out of bounds right there. The Lobos with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Now the play fake. Grabbed over the middle. It's Miller. Gets it to the 42-yard line, and that's a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Wants to throw on first down. Going to try to pop one on the screen. Still on his feet at the 45. Makes that one pay off, and they finally get him down at the 38. It'll be first down. Lots of good stuff on that play. You slow down the rush, you get a completion, and you move the chains.
And most importantly, you're right. You don't force a short yardage situation that you have to get. Nice job. Invite that rush up the field. Take advantage of the aggressiveness of the defense. Make the catch, make the run, get the first down.
And the Lobos have it with a 1st and 10. They'll leave it with him. Stop behind the line. He'll lose a yard. Lost 1 on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. Back to pass. With the catch, it's McKinney. He's really close to that first down marker, but they stop him just a bit short. He's going to look for a man on 3rd and short. Got his man. He found his man and zipped it in there, and they've got a first down in the red zone at the 11. Looking to throw on first down. Got his man quickly. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. A 3rd and long here. They can pick up the first down without getting the touchdown. From the gun, wants to pass. Fires to the end zone. Touchdown, Lobos! Fired in from the red zone for the score.
And how about the offense? They spread them out. Everybody spread wide. Easier to read a defense when you do that. They find the matchup they want, and they get rewarded with the score.
They get set for the point after as we have the first score of the game. And the extra point is good, and it's 7-0. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
A lot of eyeballs on your game, guys, and a few on this interesting matchup as well. Tennessee is currently ahead in this one, but unlike the days of Neyland and Fulmer and Majors, this has not been a blowout today in Knoxville. They're up by 7 over UAB. Any big developments in this one, we've got you covered with the best studio team in the business. Gentlemen?
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. Can't hold on. He had him right down the middle, and he flat dropped it. To the air on second down. Got it in the middle. It's White. Makes the tackle at the 30 after he picked up 10. They'll snap this one from the 30 on 1st and 10. Grabbed behind the line, it's Sims. And the defense had that one well covered, just a short gain there. And here comes the offense on second down. Off the play fake. Fires to the big fella. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground covered to pick up the first. He'll keep it on the sneak. The Rainbow Warriors look to keep this drive humming. To the air on 1st down. Hauls it in. He puts him in business across the 50 into the 46-yard line. It'll be 1st down. Wants to go up top on 1st down. Immediately fires to the middle. And they pick up just a few on that completion. They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Looking to fire. Quick screen to the speedster out wide. And the defense stops him just short of the 1st down. Maybe needed a few more chain links to move the sticks. They'll run the sneak for it.
And I tell you what, why would you not do this? I love it. Short yardage situation, get your QB sneak. You've already got everything going. You got a few 1st downs. You got that momentum on your side. Just get the 1st down, get that new set of downs. Now, if you want to go attack now.
We have the early makings of a quarterback duel, as these stats will show you. They are lined up and ready to go and get things started here in the 2nd. And the Rainbow Warriors with myriad options after that big pickup on 1st down. Back to pass on 2nd down. Got his man. And the defense makes the immediate tackle, but he has enough for the 1st down. Looking to throw on 1st down. Fires to the wideout. On target over the middle. There was tight coverage, but a perfect throw and catch, and they've got it at the 9, 1st and goal. Just keeps slinging it. Fires into the end zone. Touchdown, Hawaii! Quick strike through the air for the score.
Really nice job working the route, getting himself open. He was able to locate the football, snag it out of the air, and this guy now has 5 receiving touchdowns on the year.
Extra point here will tie the game. And the extra point was good to finish things off. Precise, relentless execution on that 13-play scoring drive. And they cap things off with a 9-yard touchdown pass. On the move from inside his 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. Let's see what the Lobos offense has in store. Out of the chute, quick toss to the right. Found a little bit of room there to get it up to the 30 before going out of bounds. The Lobos can really attack on this 2nd and short. Gonna run it. It's McKinney. And he's got enough for the 1st down. They'll mark it at the 34. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. To the ground. He's got it again. Stuffed almost in his tracks, but strong enough to pick up one to the 35. After picking up a couple, it's 2nd and 8. Wants to go up top. Throws for the tight end. Catch in the middle, it's Thomas. Oh, a lot of space. That is just a gargantuan play as he has it all the way down to the 12.
And that's the dangerous part about this offense, man. They'll get the ball out to a receiver that can do that. That can make plays after the catch. Hard to bring down, hard to tackle. That's why this offense can be so explosive.
They just changed the dynamic of this possession in a heartbeat, and now it's 1st and 10 from inside the red zone. Power football with the run. Relentless, tough running gets it down to the 4. Going to work in the red zone, they can pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. He's got it down to the 1-yard line right on the doorstep of pay dirt. And the Lobos trying to pay off the threat on 1st and goal. Trying to pound it in.
It's not a flashy play call, but that is exactly what it was designed to do. Get 2 yards, get the first down.
Wide receiver going in motion. He'll run it to the right, looking for the goal line. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, New Mexico. They'll try to tack one more on their score. And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. They marched 79 yards on the drive and finished the deal with the short touchdown run from the 2. And he takes this from inside the 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. The Hawaii offense returns to the field. They find themselves trailing by a touchdown and a chance on this drive to even the score. They'll start this drive going to the air. Makes the catch. It's Harris. He moves the chains, and they'll mark the ball at the 33. And this set of downs gets started from the 33, 1st and 10. Looking downfield on 1st down. Gonna take a shot at this DB. And it falls incomplete, but that could have been disastrous. A defender was right there. Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. Couldn't connect on 1st down, now back to the air. Can't make the grab. Quarterback just missed him a little bit. They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Bought a little time, lets it go. Misses again, it's incomplete, and that's 3 in a row. The Rainbow Warriors will bring the punt team onto the field. And the returner goes down. Now New Mexico will go back to work on offense. Last drive went for 6. We'll see if they can do it again. Snags it quickly on the left. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Wants to fire on 2nd down. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the 1st down. The Lobos come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep this drive moving. Looking to throw on 3rd. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up. And the Lobos will call on their punt team. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. Let's see what he can do with it. Everybody stays in their lanes well enough, and they stop him at the 31-yard line. Hawaii has it back as they send the offense onto the field. breaks the tackle. Pushes ahead for a couple. They'll mark it at the 33. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. Motion from the back. Second down, they'll go to the air. Grabbed in the middle, it's Harris. To the 43-yard line and a first down for this offense. Passing game kept this drive moving. Let's see if they try it again. Wants to throw on first down. That's caught. It's Harris. Oh, he's got some space. Inside the 35, knocked out of bounds. This offense with a big play, and they'll mark it at the 33.
This receiver is so dangerous out in space, and it's a nice job by the QB getting him the ball early on the curl route. And you see, once he has it, he's got some wiggle, he's got some shake, makes some defenders miss, and gets up the field.
And the Rainbow Warriors will snap it on 1st and 10. He'll do it himself. He's going to lose a yard on that one. Lost 1 on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. Back to pass. Fires to the middle. Wide open downfield. Touchdown, Hawaii! Made the grab and then did the rest himself, and they put points on the board.
Yeah, I like this offense. They didn't panic. A lot of times you see offenses panic and want to get back in it when they're down really quickly, and they forced the issue. They stayed patient. They stayed within themselves, and we're an extra point away from being a tied football game.
The extra point here would tie the game. And he added the extra point. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
A bit of an under-the-radar game this week, guys, but take a look at this. Mississippi State is ahead early in Stark Vegas, but that's not exactly Dak Prescott out there. This game is a long way from being over. They're up by a field goal over Northern Illinois. We'll circle back if anything big happens in this college football matchup.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. Now they've got even more breathing room out to the 31 and a fresh set of downs. To the ground with the back. Got the first down and more. Great pickup as they'll keep this drive moving, and they've got it at the 45. They'll give it to him again. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Going to sling it on second down. Get it out on the screen. At the 45 on his way. Lots of running room. And he cruises his way to the house. Touchdown, Lobos!
If I'm a play caller nowadays, man, I want more guys like this. Just versatility. You can see he can catch it out of the backfield like a wide receiver, or he can run it. Nice job catching the football with his hands, using his speed to do the rest and get into the end zone.
Ready to try the point after. And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And the score coming on the touchdown pass from 55 yards out. He'll start the return inside his 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Let's see if they can get something going here late in the half. Looking to throw on first down. Finds his target down the middle. And he's brought down, but a flag is also down.
Hold.
We'll repeat the previous down, but this time the offense has 10 more yards it has to cover. From the gun. Finds a soft spot in the middle. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. Down to 2 minutes to play. We'll take the timeout. They'll talk it over, a chance to tie or even take the lead before the break. They'll go to work in the air on second down. And it goes through his hands. Oh, he had an explosive play right there for the taking, but couldn't reel it in. On third and long, he's going to have to throw for it. Pulls it in. It's Harris. They make the stop about 4 yards short of the first down. Timeout is called, and it's the defense wanting to make sure that everyone's on the same page for this big down. They boot it away on fourth down. Makes a move. Looking for running room. He'll get it to the 43-yard line before he's stopped. He wants to start this drive with a pass. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete. Backed up now. Here's second and long. Looking to fire. Snagged in the middle. It's Thomas. And this defense's head is spinning. He gets it down to the 27.
It feels like everything this play caller has called has worked so far in this first half for the offense. They've generated a really nice lead, lighting up the scoreboard, and they're staying aggressive. They're throwing the football. They're dictating everything right now to the defense.
Catch in the middle. It's Buckley. He knew exactly where he wanted to go with that one, and they've got enough for the first down. The Lobos come to the line with a new set of downs. Hauls it in the end zone. Touchdown, New Mexico.
You know, there are so many coaches out there in 2-minute situations at the end of the half with a lead that'll just be happy taking the lead into halftime. This guy's staying aggressive, though. Pedal to the metal, David, and you saw it paid off there for the touchdown.
And let's finish this half now. And now we got a nice lead. Built a little bit of a lead, but the defense has to go back out there. There's still a little bit of time, so get that stop to keep that momentum you just got, and everybody will be jacked up at halftime.
And the extra point is good for a 28-14 lead. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. On the run from inside his own 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. We'll see them really hit the speed button on the tempo here in the final minute of the first half. Pucks it out of the air. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Back to throw, time running short in the half. It's on target and complete. He stopped at the 32. It'll be a first down in the waning seconds of the half. To the air on first down. He finds a dead spot in the middle. The offense quickly calls timeout to stop the clock. It'll be a first down from the 49-yard line. Wants to go up top on first down. Unloads to the wideout. That's caught. It's White. Good execution. They move the sticks, and they've got it at the 33. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update.
Men, nice to see you actually showed up for today's broadcast in paradise, given all there is to do there in Honolulu. And it's clear, the aerial attacks of both teams have been relentless. They've been burning each of these secondaries like toast. Just an assault on the defensive game plans, if there even were defensive game plans. Gotta think, fellas, based on the first 2 quarters, we're going to see every route in the route tree again in this second half. And with that, let's say aloha once again to the guys inside Aloha Stadium.
The Rainbow Warriors will kick it off to start the second half. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Let's see what the Lobos offense has dialed up this time. Looking to throw on first down. Got rid of it just in time.
And finally, the defense is able to get some pressure on this quarterback. They had been trying all game long different ways to affect him. Weren't able to get there. But on that play, because of the pressure, it affected his accuracy, and that's why the ball falls incomplete.
Welcome to the frustrating reality of college football. Like, the guy at the quarterback spot, he can just do that. Pull it down, get positive yards, makes the defense have to account for him every single play.
Got it in the middle. It's Thomas. He's going to have enough to pick up the first down as they stop him at the 33-yard line. Looking downfield on first down. Makes the grab. It's Buckley. Lowers those pads. All the way out across the 45-yard line. Mark it out of bounds at the 46. Wants to throw on first down. Got a man. It's Smith. Defense uses the sideline there, and he gets it into plus territory at the 49.
Nice job there. Good timing between the QB and the wide receiver executing that out route.
Picked up some yardage with that completion. Now second down. Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. And this one will be stopped for no gain. And the Lobos are at the line trying to move the sticks on third and short. Third down play from the gun. Caught near the sticks. It's Johnson. He steps out of bounds, but he's got enough for a first down. New set of downs after the completion. Handoff to the lone back. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Wants to go up top. Caught over the middle. It's Blair. He works his way inside the 30 down to the 29 and picks up a first down. The Lobos come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Caught in the backfield. It's Buckley. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few. Long drive continues as the offense keeps working the ball down the field. Caught in the backfield, it's Smith. He's there to make the stop, and they threw it in reverse, losing yardage on that play. They just keep firing. Caught in the backfield, it's McKinney. Turning it on. Corralled and forced out of bounds. Mark it right at the 16-yard line, and man, are they in business. The give to the back. Got some room, headed to the goal line. Touchdown, Lobos! And they take it in for 6 more points. These guys are really hitting their stride in week 4 as they push out that lead. Precision blocking up front created the open lane, and the running back followed it beautifully.
Yeah, it's pretty easy to follow an offensive line that makes those holes and just gives you a caravan all the way to the end zone. What an unbelievable job blocking up front.
And they split the uprights on the extra point. They're up 35-14. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Guys, wanted to give you a quick update on a game happening in the Big 12. Baylor is trailing right now, but it's only a couple of points. That quarterback just needs to show the poise of a young Robert Griffin III, and they are right back in this.
Going right to work up top.
It's just a...
Makes the grab on the left side. And he was off to the races, and he gets it to the 45.
This offense not wasting any time. First play of the third quarter, and they're aggressive, taking a shot. You know they had some conversations in the locker room at halftime. How can we get a big one right out of the gate? Defense isn't going to be expecting it. They took the shot, they hit it, and this offense is hungry.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. Under fire. Quarterback feeling that pressure, and he's knocked down at the 42.
And how about the strong safety on that blitz? Great job timing it and also getting to the quarterback. Sometimes you're going to have to negotiate around tight ends and running backs, and that strong safety, he just beelined into the backfield.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On third down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. They get him corralled, but not until he's in the red zone. They'll mark it at the 14.
Well, this guy's having a day. It doesn't matter where he's lined up or what routes he's running. He just seems to always be getting open, and his quarterback is taking notice. He's looking his way. Nice job there, throwing in time, getting it to him in space and allowing him to go to work. This is turning into a very nice statistical day for this wide receiver.
Working that left side now. Takes it all the way down to the 4 after making the grab, and they're set up. They'll keep it on the ground for first and goal. He works his way ever closer all the way down to the 1-yard line. Looking for just one more yard. It's second and goal. Tries again to get it in. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it. If this defense can come up with a stop here, they will take a giant step toward winning this game. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play. It's wise not to be too greedy, and they'll go ahead and send out the field goal unit. And he'll try it from the right hash, and the angle shouldn't be too bad from this distance. Smashes it between the uprights. Had to settle for the field goal.
And that's not the way they wanted to end the drive, but nice job being ready and your field goal kicker coming through and putting 3 points on the board.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. We will get another look at this New Mexico offense. Got the quick completion. On the move at the 30. Works his way to the 41, and that is plenty to give him a first down.
Was complete on the screen. Gain of 21 on the play. First down for the offense.
And the Lobos, after ripping off that huge run, let's see if they can do it again. They're going to test that run defense to the right here. Can't get him to the ground.
Man, a nice second effort by the back to break a tackle. But how about those defensive backs willing to come up, stick their face in the fan, and make a tackle?
Those are the best run defenses, too, right? It's not just D linemen and linebackers getting all the plays, but it's DBs that are willing to not just cover, but tackle backs in the open field.
Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. The Lobos will have it first and 10. Leaves it with the back. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Lost 1 on that last one. It's second and 11. Back to pass. The sure hands, it's Blair. And a good job of coverage by that defense, just a short pickup. Now facing a third and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Grabbed over the middle, it's Buckley. Moving deeper into enemy territory. Move the chains, it's first down at the 27. Out of the gun, the inside handoff to the running back. And he was able to work his way for just a few, and that will do it for the third quarter. These two quarterbacks have produced as we check out their numbers after 3. Just about ready to go in the fourth, and we'll see if any drama can be mustered. It'll be second down as we open the final stanza. Looking to fire. Got out of trouble and throws. Back open in the middle. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see which way that's going to go. That penalty moves the ball back 10 yards. We'll replay the down. They'll line up for a second down play. Makes the catch. It's Smith. Strikes first, delivers the punch, and works his way to the 31. This will be the 8th play of the drive, but a great opportunity for the defense to get off the field. Can't make the play on the interception, and man, they were looking for their first pick of the game. Instead, it'll be 4th down. He slides that just inside the right upright, and that will extend their lead even further.
And they just tack on more points to this big lead. Listen, fourth quarter was sitting extremely pretty. All we got to do, not give up big plays, make them earn everything they get the rest this way, and we looking pretty good.
On the move from inside his 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Looking to throw on 1st down. Finds his man. It's White. Nice gain on that play, but leaves it a little short of the 1st down. They'll give it to the back. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. They turn to the passing game on 3rd and short. He did not make it a stone wall on 3rd down. Down by multiple possessions, you can't come up empty on this drive. They'll go for it on 4th down. Smashes through the tackle. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks.
Well, that is a gutsy play call on that 4th down. I think everybody here in the stadium, including myself, was expecting them to try to throw the football, but they ran it and caught the defense off guard.
To the air on 1st down. Throws to the wideout. It's caught. They finally get him on the ground, but he's got an explosive play for the 1st down. Wants to go up top on 1st down. Looking for the end zone. And it's caught. Touchdown, Rainbow Warriors.
One of the areas they really focused on with this receiver in the offseason was we need you to make more plays for us in the end zone. When we're taking shots, we need you to be able to step up and make tough catches. And David, what a grab right there.
And I think a lot of that has to do with trusting your guy, knowing where he's going to be, knowing when he's going to sit down, when he's not. So being on the same page, and then having a guy that can go get him. Just when the ball is near him, he's going to make the play just like he did right there for 6 points.
And the extra point is good. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. And the score comes on a touchdown pass covering 28 yards. And he takes this from inside the 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Let's see what the Lobos offense has in store. David, they couldn't pay off that last drive with a touchdown.
Now, they moved the ball down the field and executed like they wanted to until they stalled out and had to settle for a field goal.
I think if you want to take the next step, too, here and score a touchdown, you got to start finding more creative ways to get your best players the ball. Let's see if they can do that here.
He's going to let one fly down the middle. Makes a grab right down the middle.
Well, it really just feels like they are trying to make a statement to everybody in college football. They've got a lead, they've got it late, and they are still putting it on this defense. They are still letting it fly. They're airing it out, trying to light up this scoreboard.
That kind of play will send a surge of energy through your offense. Now they've got it 1st and 10 inside the 40. Caught behind the line. It's Thomas. What tremendous vision to find the crease and explode through it. He's down to the 31. And the Lobos can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Wants to go up top. Bring in the heat. And the quarterback will be slung down back at the 43.
I feel like this defense really needed that, man. They need a shot in the arm. They've had some bad possessions, not been great. Nice job getting to the quarterback, getting in a predictable third and long situations where now you can unleash that pass rush.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. From the gun, to give, looking for room. Absolutely nowhere to go as this defense makes a third down stop. The Lobos decide to punt it away. And that one will sail out of bounds. No chance for a return there. Hawaii ready to go back to work on offense. That last drive, an absolute aerial assault for the touchdown, Jesse.
And it was a nice job in play calling, too, David, just giving the quarterback some easy looks and reads so he could go out and execute.
And he knew exactly where to go with the football. Everything looked really, really easy. He was hot. The ball was coming out of his hands. The defense better do something different.
Here's a heat. Flushed out of the pocket. And a nice pickup on the run and gets down to avoid contact. And the Rainbow Warriors are at the line looking to convert on third and short. They're going to go to the air on third and short. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a fourth down. They'll go with a direct snap. He's not going to get there. Stopped short on fourth down. Couldn't ask for better starting field position for this offense. He'll pull it on the read. And he does a really nice job finding open space and making a good gain before the stop is made. Fired just a little too long as the junior frustrated he missed that connection. And the Lobos come to the line on third and short, hoping to keep the drive alive. Powers through the defender. They tried to go smash mouth on third and short, and it did not work against this defense. And they'll have to settle for a field goal try. And the kicker delivers the 3 to salvage that drive. And now the lead is extended a little further.
And with that kick, man, it's a tall order for the other side. I mean, down 3 possessions. Like, this offense is going to have to get the ball and do something with it, and do it quickly if they want to get back in this football game.
He'll start the return inside his 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. The Hawaii offense returns to the field. They were really aggressive going for it in their own end last time and put them in a tough spot, David.
Yeah, aggressive, reckless. They got to find the balance with this offense to really be productive. And last possession, they went for it. They rolled the dice, Palmer, and it didn't work out for them.
Yeah, if you're better on third down moving forward, though, you can keep yourself out of the...
He'll take a deep shot here. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. It'll be third and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Looking to the big tight end. Another incompletion on third down. Down by multiple possessions. They can't come up empty on this drive in the fourth quarter. They'll go for it on fourth down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Oh, he's going to take a shot at the DB. And they finally make the tackle, but this will be a pretty easy conversion for this offense. How about he just turned one loose and fired it for the first down?
Man, does that sting. Defensively, you get him in the perfect situation. You know they're going to pass the football. You play the ball deep, and you give up a deep pass. That is a back-breaking play.
Clock is under 4 minutes as they come to the line for second down. Gets the back moving. Second down, they'll go to the air. Throws to the tight end. All alone as he catches it. Steps out at the 34-yard line. Big pickup on that one in this offense within striking distance. Here comes the heat. Intercepted. Guess even a Heisman Trophy contender can have a miscue. Picked up a few extra on that return, but what a play by this defense to get the football. Now New Mexico will go back to work on offense. Guys, that last trip a little disappointing having to take the 3.
Yeah, and I think, Jesse, you see so many offenses talk about getting yards and the tempo and all the stuff they do. It was a nice job moving the football, but they got to get in the end zone this time.
Yeah, and I think to do that, it just got to be more physical at the point of attack. Get some push up front. They need to be the best running team in this game to win.
The give and tick, 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 tick. Got the first down and more. There he goes. What a run to get them into enemy territory, and he's out of bounds at the 40. The Lobos come to the line after ripping off that huge gain on the ground, trying to keep it going. They're trying to slow that rush down with the draw.
And I know you can play these late game situations differently, but I love when you just stay physical. You run the football, you preserve the lead, you got great field position. You're in a great position to salt this clock away and get a W.
An explosive play in the running game as he's got the first down. We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and the clock is definitely on their side. They'll just try to run it out here. And the Lobos with the 1st and 10. From the gun, leaves it on the inside with the back. Knocked down behind the line. Boy, he powered through one tackler, but there were more there to greet him. Got some work to do on 2nd down after that last one. They need 13. Grabbed behind the line. It's Thomas. They'll get it down to the 10-yard line on that completion. Boy, they'd love to move the sticks here and take a shot at it on 1st and goal. They'll move the wide receiver. They'll run for it on 3rd and short. Knocked down in the backfield, and that'll bring up 4th down. Never a doubt. Right down the middle. And they'll push that lead out a little further.
Man, so many more times we're going to say, go for it, be aggressive. Nice to have a guy you can depend on, and you know you're putting 3 on the board. Nice kick, nice job.
You're going to hear guys after this game say, got to work harder, got to be more intense. You know, sometimes the harder you try, the worse it gets. And it seemed to me that's what happened out there today.
Yeah, just never really got into a rhythm for this team. There's no doubt they've got a lot of very talented players on both sides of the ball. So, David, I don't think this is a situation where they need to now freak out and try to reinvent things on either side of the football. Just being in better rhythm early and trying to find that in their next game, I think, would go a long way.
Yeah, and it's just finding a couple of those plays. What do I do really, really well? Let's continue to build on that. Let's take away these negative plays. Let's take away these turnovers. How do we create more turnovers? I think that rhythm you're talking about, Jesse, finding those things that I do well,
Is there anything that gets the juices flowing like a rivalry game? And our matchup is bitter. It has barbs and shots thrown on and off the field over the years. Glad to have you with us from SB Ballard Stadium in Norfolk, home to the Old Dominion Monarchs. As we'll see a squad from Conference USA, the Liberty Flames, taking on a squad hoping to prevent another L this week, the Old Dominion Monarchs. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, let's get this thing started.